I got into making smoothies. Well, actually, I've been into making smoothies since I was about 13, not too long after becoming a vegetarian. And in recent years, it's been all about veganism, and smoothies have just been such fun, creating different flavors. And I've really felt a difference in my body just from eating all of this like nutritious goodness right away in the morning. And I tell you what as well, when I don't get to have my smoothie love in the morning, usually after 2 or 3 days, I actually start to have different cravings, like sugar cravings and stuff like that, which tells me I'm not getting the same nutritional fix. Anywho, regardless of nutrition, this just tastes really good. I've shared it with my friends. They all love it and they all want to know the recipe. So this is the general vibration of the recipe. We have usually some kind of green. This is spinach, but you could use kale, and sometimes I'll use spirulina powder as well. Frozen fruit, so this is blueberries and strawberries, but you could use frozen bananas, mangoes are amazing, kiwis, you could even try avocado as well. So I'm a big fan of like fruity frozen goodness. So the frozen fruit helps kind of keep it cold and fresh, but you don't need to have it. I have like so many recipes, so you can always kind of get in touch and ask about different flavor combos. So here I've just got a few more extra. This is not just for me this morning, so I'm going to make a little bit extra for other people who are waking up. So there we have the fruit, and then I'm going to put my spinach in. And I always, when it comes to food and cooking, inspired creative cooking. So just putting ingredients together and giving it a go. So for me, with the strawberries, I have whole cashews here and whole walnuts. Personally, these are my 2 favorite nuts to use in the smoothie, but you can try almonds, Brazil nuts, and any other kind of nut. Also, banana and peanuts, amazing combination. So now I put quite a lot of nuts, so this gives us loads of protein and also really good fats. So let's get loads of nuts in there. And I'll tell you, the nuts have made all the difference as far as like creating this really creamy, delicious flavor, as opposed to using vegan protein powder. So the nuts to me are really are what make all the difference. And also lemon. So lemon has amazing oils and also vitamin C and really powerful alkalinizing properties. So I don't just like squeeze a lemon, I put a whole chunk of lemon. That includes the rind. Okay, for some sweetness and also just some glorious natural nutritional value, we're gonna put a whole apple in there, pretty much, minus the pips. And I'm also gonna put a banana. Now, if you ever want some ideas for making like a kind of soft serve ice cream, I'd recommend frozen bananas. So I usually peel a whole bunch of like almost out bananas, chop them up and put them in the freezer. And then you can put all your frozen banana into the smoothie mix, add some peanut butter and maybe some honey. And then when you blend up the frozen bananas, it's like super soft serve, awesome ice cream. Okay, so I use rice dream, almond milk, cashew milk, coconut milk, and hemp milk. I tend to switch up the milk, so I don't stick to just one brand or one flavor of vegan milk. I tend to switch it up. Every time I go shopping, I'll buy a few different flavors, so I'm not kind of getting used to any one alternative milk. Another thing that's really nice to use is coconut water. So there needs to be quite a lot of juice in there, quite a lot of liquid, because there's a whole bunch of stuff, right? Oh, and finally, now, if you're like me and a little bit of a sweet tooth, I add sweetness. Clearly, with all the fruit in there, it's definitely sweet enough, but also for a bit of fiber, I'll add dates. And also dates do add a kind of creaminess. And now this is gonna be sweet, yeah, but I love the sweetness. So I'm gonna add some agave. So agave is just another kind of natural syrup. Right. Now I'm gonna prepare you because this is a Vitamix. It's an industrial blender, and it's probably one of the best investments you could make if you're really committed to making smoothies and using a blender for various recipes and concoctions. I've had this now for 2 or 3 years. The company is amazing. And previously, I think I went through about 3 or 4 blenders just in 1 year. So it's definitely a great investment. Right, off we go. We're just gonna blend this up for quite a while. Until it's like super duper smooth. Okay. Let's get this open. Good. So, Daniel, do you want to come have a try? Let people know if this is any good.
I would love to.
People like it, I swear. I shared this with my sister who lives in Vancouver, and she now shares it with her whole family. Cheers.
Cheers.
That's doing our bodies some good right there.
Thank you.
You're welcome.